and social application for the betterment of humanity. On the blissful day, I cordially welcome our beloved Managing Director, Dr. N. Mary Wilson, and our respected Principal, Dr. L. M. Merlin Livingston, to the webinar. I extend my warm greeting to our honorable speaker. Mrs. M. K. Indumali is an experienced customer success manager with a demonstrated history of working in the tech industry. A skilled in customer relationship management, customer satisfaction, customer orientation, and key account development technology and customer engagement always delights her. She enjoys being the voice of her client within the organization and taking up the responsibilities associating with it within the organization. Taking up the responsibilities associated within the willing to learn the experience encountered in the progress. She completed BE in JPR Institute of Technology and started her career in Arvind E-System Limited and currently working as a customer service specialist in KISS Flow. She accomplished BEC certificate at vintage level and EMC certificate at Big Data Analytics. I hand over the session to our expert.
Hello, everyone. Um, so, can you all see me?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, sure, thank you. To the girl who gave me the intro, I'm sorry, I was not able to see your name, but thank you so much. That was a sweet welcome for me. I'm not sure if the professors are here because I'm not aware. So, if anyone is available, I ain't really sure. Sorry, I'm very new to Teams. I'm not even able to see the names. Do we
Hello,
have?
ma'am. A very
Yeah.
good morning.
Oh, hi, Cynthia.
Hi, Indumati. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. How are you?
Very good. Thank you for coming here. So, if you need any help, you can just call out our name so that
Okay.
we the professors are inside. Actually, Suresh sir is here. He's
Okay.
the HOD of first year.
Okay.
So, Suresh sir.
Good morning.
Hi.
Good morning, sir.
Hello. Yeah, I'm very happy to have Indumati in this program as a chief guest and as alumni, and we are very proud and happy. And I just remember those days when she was studying here.
Employee, but also to give you a reputed position in the industry and for you to, bring in your own ideas and deliver those ideas into the industry. So an engineer is always wanted this. Okay, TMI, too much of information for you guys. So let's talk about your career development in this. For your career development, how you utilize this 4 years of engineering course. This is not an advice or something, it's just a tip which I wish I knew, which I wish I know it earlier, but that's not the case. You're in first year, so you might think, what skills will I develop in my first year? Like, I'm just going to have my books, have my engineering, physics, engineering, chemistry in hand. I'm going to study, I'm going to get good marks. Great, kudos to you. Complete that, but alongside, start developing skills. When I mean skills, you can categorize skills into different categories, but the main categories would be technical skills, conceptual skills, and interpersonal skills. Now, the first and foremost thing will be your technical skills. There are different aspects of technical skills, but which tops the most is the programming language, as you all know. I see, I think students are from different departments, but still programming language is something that, it's being not a demand, but the thing which is good to have. Like, you don't have essentially to be a coder. You don't have to, be an expertise in coder, and industries are not welcoming engineers all like that, because they know what you study and what you learn. They know everything about you. What they expect is an engineer who comes out from college should know what's happening in the industry, should know the basics of industry. That is the max expectation from most of the companies. Like, you might think, is it that difficult to get a job? Because there are a lot of companies in the world. Is it like that difficult? I wouldn't say it is difficult, but it is competitive. For you to get into a good role, you must be one step higher than the other. So there's always a competition in running. It's not just with the IT industry, it is with any industry for that matter, guys. So when you talk about technical skills, for example, if you want to focus on programming languages, if you're really interested in it, and when I talk about these skills, trust me, it's not compulsory. Like, I would never say that. Even if you're a student of CSE or IT department, I would never say you should be an expertise in Java, you should be an expertise in Python. No, that's not the case. You will be an expert only when you come into the industry, not when you study engineering. That's not going to happen. What you're going to learn is basics of engineering, which is very easy. Okay. Excuse Nijant for that. Sorry. So yeah, need not think that you should be an expert when you come out of college. Even when you try, I'm not demotivating you guys, but that's the reality. Okay. So when talk about the booming languages, there are lots of languages, but Java and Python are topping the list. Okay, that's the industry for now. It keeps changing, guys. Programming knowledge is not just one. There was Java in the peak sometime, and Python overtook it, and now Python is stopping. So it keeps changing. There can be different programming languages coming then and there. But I would say JavaScript is being standard. So if you know JavaScript, like if you learn the basics of JavaScript, and if you know to relate it with real-time scenarios, then companies will take you. If you know JavaScript, you can be a front-end developer as well as a back-end developer, which is an additional boom. So you pick languages like this, which will add advantage to you in your career. So what I need to say is, instead of being stuck to one particular language, is not something like, okay, I'm going to fix to Java, I'm going to be an expert in Java, I'm going to learn in and out of Java. What if Java goes out of the industry? It might happen, right? So never leave the space for that. You should know the basics of the programming languages which are in the industry, for which you need to get hands-on to the industry, for which you should know about the industry. So Google about the industries and learn from yourself, from the industry, what is the booming language. From my side, I can assure you it is Java and Python, but it might change when you finish college. So never stick to one particular programming language. Rather, develop the basics of the programming language, which are booming in the industry. Now, you can wonder why Python has overtook Java. That can be a question for you. Now, trust me, any programming language which is topping the list will be from a real time. Anything is engineering, everything is engineering. We have our phone, that is also engineering. Something is related to engineering. You use Instagram, YouTube on your daily basis, and Python is being the core for that. Instagram and YouTube and SurveyMonkey, everything is built from Python. So whichever you use daily on a regular basis, which are the applications which are part of your life, those programming languages booms the industry. Okay, so that is an added tip that I wanted to share. Then, when come to college, now I spoke a lot about the industry, tech industry, what is all happening. Now you're just in first year. I would give you a tip. Market today, like this can be childish, but trust me, it works, and you will thank me later. Take a diary or pen or notepad, whichever you want, wherever you want to write in. Begin with something that you want to learn. Now you're going to start learning. That is the ultimate core, guys. Not a specific skill, not a specific subject, nothing. Your ultimate goal is to learn something new, for which choose one from each skills that I said. One will be your technical skill, another one will be your interpersonal skill, another one will be your conceptual skills. Now, there are lots on the technical skills. As I said, programming language is the main. So write a programming language. And then with interpersonal skills, again, there are lots of things. But for you, you can concentrate on communication. And again, with conceptual skills, it's a vast topic. It involves decision making, analytical thinking, critical thinking, all of that, which you cannot practice in college life, which you will do it in the industry. But what you can do is, with respect to conceptual skills, you can develop ideas. I'll come to that later. But for now, concentrate on learning a programming language, just the basic. You don't have to be an expert. I'm repeating it again, just the basic. The basics will do, definitely, guys. Because even if you're an expert, you go into a particular company, you join in an IT company, and all you learn from by yourself now is not going to help there. The industry is different. The industry works for different clients, and the clients have different requirements. So it keeps changing. So all you have to do is learn the basics. You know the basics, you know what the industry needs, companies will pick you for sure. Yeah. And then what I wanted to say is, during your college life, it's just being the first year now, I know you all will be focused on the grades. Like you might think
Indumadi,
Ma'am, you're not audible, ma'am.
your mic has been muted. Can you please unmute and talk?
sorry.
Yeah. Thank you.
Sure. So I was talking about the companies which pick you on the basis of CGPA. You know, it's just an entry level. So if you have, like, certain companies define the CGPA, like if you're falling under 7 to 8 CGPA, then you will be eligible for the interview. So for you to get that eligibility, you should definitely have that in mind. For now, the industry expects basis of 7 CGPA. I'll be very honest, but it's not that you have to be fixed to get 7 CGPA. You aim for higher, and you will get it whatever you need. Okay. You know how the mark system works, how you're going to get marks. You all have completed higher studies, so you know all that. I'm not going to give you any tips for the examination or something like that. So you will do that all by yourself. I have complete trust in you guys on that. I'll tell you as a professional what the industry is expecting out of an engineering student from any department. The expectation is that an engineering student should know what is happening, what will happen, and what has happened in the tech industry. So an engineering student must be aware of all this, especially what is the current scenario. Now, if I call you, some of you, and be like, if you're really into software jobs, and you be like random, okay, I want to join TCS or CTS, Wipro, Infosys. Those are the MNC companies which comes into your mind, immediately. But why not you think about Facebook or Google, Microsoft? Those things never come to your mind. Engineers are demand in those companies also, and if you are being able to reach all those heights, and that will be the biggest achievement as an engineering student, because they are paying the highest salary. After all, why we need a software job? It's that it can be out of our passion, but we also need money in our pockets, right? So always aim for higher. Trust me, to be very frank, if there is one person who can decide what you want in your career, what you want to be in the future, is only you. Nobody can decide that for you. So if you have a dream, chase it. If you don't have a dream, then create one today. It might change, but create one today. If there is no aspiration in life, and trust me, the days are going to be really boring. And when you turn back, when you go to second year of college and you turn back and first year, you think about your first year and what have I really done in first year? That becomes really blank, you guys. Not only having fun should be a part of your college days, something that you have learned. So that is why I made a point in the beginning. Write down what you want to achieve. Okay, it will really help you. And trust me, it has not helped me in my earlier days because I didn't do. Hello?
Yes, Sindhu.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, no problem. I don't know where I left. Uh, sure. Okay. So decide what you want in life, and start from today. Write your ambitions or aspirants, and never write like I'm gonna be successful. Like trust me, that will not work for you guys. Success is something that you cannot define. Each one will have their own. Success is something that you will never reach. Like it is going to be changing. It's just like happiness. You can't be happy for just one. Is there any problem with teams? I don't know.
You just continue, Hindu. I'll just check it out, okay?
Yeah, sure. Thanks, India. So never chase for success. Uh, Instead, chase for your goals. Like you can define goals. Now, by the term I'm meaning you can't be successful is not to demotivate you. I'm just meaning in a way that what if you are successful in your career and you treat people like shit? You're not going to be successful. So success is something that you can never define. Instead, define your goals. Goals are something that you can achieve in reality. Goals are something that you could define by yourself and you could move towards it. Now, I spoke about the IT industry after engineering. So if you want to pursue higher studies, kudos to you, you can concentrate on that. If you are sticking to getting a job, then work on it. So basically, you have to define. That is what I mean. You define your career now, and you're going to work on it. That by that way, 4 years of engineering will help you. It's not that the course, the travel, you get the experience via this engineering course will definitely help you. It's never going to be a waste, guys. So don't think in that way. And the third aspect is being an entrepreneur or being a businessman. Now, many people confuse like entrepreneur and businessman is the same. No, it's not same. It's completely different. I'll make it right here very clear. Being a businessman is something that an idea which already exists and you're going to just take it and you're going to have your own teams or something. And for example, you're going to have your own bakery or something. That business is already existing. You're going to have your own business. That's it. But being an entrepreneur is developing your own idea and making successful in the industry. Building a new idea is called entrepreneurship. Now, Ratan Tata is a businessman, okay? But Bill Gates or someone from the Google, Sundar Pichai are all entrepreneurs. So they build a new idea and they bring into the industry. So being an entrepreneur and being a businessman is different. So define what you want. I know you can fall under different categories also. Maybe you could choose a teaching profession, or maybe you could prepare for government sectors. There can be different kinds, but I believe most of you will fall under this category. It's just my assumption. So fix whether you want to pursue your higher studies. Now, when it comes to higher studies, don't think that you will complete 4 years of engineering and then you can decide. At that time, you will be really confused. Now, at that time, you will be like, what course will I take? Just like engineering, another degree will be a waste. Now, decide what course you want to pursue if you want to go for higher education. Is it like MS or MBA? And how you're going to do? Do you need any financial support for that? How you're going to prepare? You want to talk with your parents. So you have to deal with what you want in life. So decide that right here. You have lot of time, guys. That is the added advantage for you now. You're just in first year. You have like 4 more years. So you can plan way ahead. It's not like you're going to plan for every single day. It's just that you're going to plan for your dreams so that it will be easy for you to achieve them. That is the ultimate aim. Um, with respect to interview aspect, you're not going to attend interviews anytime soon, but let me help you with few tips which you can understand now. You might know, like the first round will be aptitude, the second would be a group discussion, may or may not be, and the third would be the technical round, and then it's going to be the HR round. Now, you might think, how will I develop aptitude skills by myself? It is possible. You don't need guidance for that. Trust me, you don't need guidance for that. You can develop aptitude skills by yourself. Just search in the internet and how you're going to learn for that. There are lots of tricks and tips. It's quite easy to crack, guys. It is not that difficult. It might sound difficult, but it's not that difficult. And industries are making a point like, if there is a score of 10, you're going to score 6 or 7, then you're in. So scoring that 6 or 7 is not that difficult. And of course, group discussion, you all know what it is all about. You just have to express. It's not that only if you have a good flow in the language of English, you're going to be successful in GD. No, it's not like that. You're going to express yourself. You're going to be bold in expressing your views, and your ideas fall into the right path. Then you're going to be taken. So that's it. And of course, for the technical round, as I said earlier, HRs or people who are interviewing, their expectation is that you should know what's happening in the industry. You should have basic technical knowledge. You should pursue interpersonal skills, that how you're going to present yourself being a professional. Now, being a professional doesn't mean like you're going to be dressed in formals, not like that. I don't mean professionalism like that. Professionalism and the way you behave, how you talk with people, how you communicate with them, how clearly you're expressing your views, and how fun you are, and how adapting you are to the environment. All this means professionalism. So be yourself, groom yourself for being a professional, not just with the exterior, but also with your skills, is what I mean. So that industries will prefer you, like you, because they not only want technically skilled people, but they also want good human beings. That is also needed in the industry. Everywhere we want good people. Now you can think, what kind of job will I have if at all I go for software industry? Now the first thing which comes to your mind is a developer or a coder or engineer, whatever you say. That is not the only job. There are going to be different jobs. For you to understand in simple terms, I'm just going to take an example. Now, before that, an IT industry will fall under 2 categories, you guys: project-based companies and product-based companies. Now, the difference is that project-based companies will work for specific clients. Like they already have a solution and they give it to clients. Product-based companies is that they have a software and they work for global clients, and they give different solutions to clients based on their own requirements. For example, TCS falls under a project-based company because they have a particular solution to give to a client. Whereas a product-based company, for example, like Teams is also a product of Microsoft. Now they give it to the clients depending upon their needs. They upgrade their software, like Instagram and Facebook. So they update it and they deliver it to different global clients. So this is the basic difference. Now, these two companies have different kinds of roles. They fall under like with respect to domain knowledge or with respect to technical knowledge, you have different kinds of roles. For you to understand it in simple terms, you have a particular software. Now, for example, like take a shampoo bottle, okay? It falls under manufacturing industry, yeah. So there are going to be something requirements for that particular shampoo. So there are going to be people who are going to work in creating that shampoo, and then there's somebody who's going to work on the exterior, somebody is going to work on the interior, there's somebody who's going to buy it, somebody is going to pack it. So there is a lot of process, right? Similarly, when it comes to a software, it's like you're not developed, for which the developers are coming into picture. But how will you sell to the client? They're going to be a sales team. They are going to sell to the market. And once they procure it, so sales team job is done, the product is in the hands of the client. The second team is they have to work on that software. Like for some reason, they have procured it or they have bought it. So they need to get the maximum advantage of that software. So according to their business requirements, they should need. Now, how will they know that? There should be some person for them to guide on how you're going to use this software, what are the process you're going to implement using this software. So all of this is required for them. For that, there are going to be a particular team, like say implementation team or onboarding team, which you call, there are different terms. So now they've started using it. What if they have issues now? There's going to be another team. For example, you can take a support team, like they're going to raise issues and they're going to be people who are helping for them to resolve it. There's going to be a support team. Apart from these are basic things you will already know. Apart from all this, for example, you're looking into a software, take Instagram, because most people use that on a daily basis now. You see an Instagram profile, you see different things, different options. So that is basically the UI, right? So a UI designer is going to work on it. And what is happening in the backwards, a back-end developer is going to do that. For example, for instance, you like a particular reel or you comment on it, and when you refresh, you will find related reels coming in. So how is that algorithm working? That is a particular use case that is written. Like if you like a reels dance video, you're going to get dance video in the reels, right? So there is something happening. And who are going to do all that are engineers, of course. So there are different aspects of team. When myself, I fall into the category of customer success. Now, you might think what you will know what is customer support is. Now, I am a customer success manager, meaning I decide what my software will be helpful for the client and how they can get the maximum utilization from this software. So I'm going to decide what your business is and how I'm going to get profit out of it for my business. So that is what a customer success is all about. A customer is happy, my company is going to be happy. So that is what I'm working all about. So there are different teams. So you need not be worried that you might not have interest in learning programming languages, or you don't want to be a coder. It's absolutely fine. There are different other roles, and you might not have any idea of what should I learn for the other roles. That is a complete different scenario. That's going to be a different session for you guys. It might take a whole day. So from your aspect, what I would say is, apart from being a technically strong person, be a person with a lot of interpersonal skills. Develop your analytical thinking, develop your decision making skills, because these criteria are being considered and they are important for the tech industry, because they need people who can think in the right way. They just don't need coders. Coders are a strong backbone for the industry, but it's not that they're going to bring something new. Coding is already available. Java and Python is already being built. They're just going to make changes. They're going to bring different scenarios. Similarly, every client is not going to have the same requirement. The requirements are going to change. customer A has a different requirement, customer B has a different requirement. So how your decision making is gonna make them happy and is also profiting your company. By the way, you can also earn more. So that is the ultimate aim. I wanted to share that with you. I think I'm good. I think I've covered a lot. Apart from all these skills that I've shared and ideas that you can do in your college and after finishing your engineering course, one main thing you all as a human being need to develop is speak up. Always speak up. Whatever you need, whatever you want. It can be in your personal life. It can be as your life being a student, whatever it is. Whenever you need something or whenever you don't know what to do, always speak up, guys. You are never alone. When I say this, teens and early teens are committing suicide for different cases. I know it's a sensitive topic, but that is being the hardest truth. And we don't want that to happen. And you also, as a person, would be really sad for all this being for all that being happened. So never think you're alone. You're always surrounded by people, lots of good people around you. So never think you're alone. Whenever you need, whenever you think you are like all alone, what you're going to do next, always pick up. There are always good people around you. You can definitely decide your mentor. It's not that difficult. There are a lot of good people around you. Decide your mentor. Decide a person whom you feel is always approachable. Talk to them. Whatever. Trust me when I say this. I know it might sound a lot vague now, but it will help you for being a better human being. Like, I know you are a teen now. When you move into your adulthood, the words which I say now will be a lot more relatable for you. So never think you're alone. Speak up. I wish you guys all the best. Stay safe and spread love and kindness wherever you are. Thank you so much. Cynthia, I'm good. So, guys, if you have any questions, like you can ask me. I'll be happy
Yeah,
to
thank you so much, Indu, for your motivational speech about the career development. Thank you very much. It was very inspirational. And students, if you have any queries, you can ask her. If you have any doubts related to your career path, you can just have a quick question with her.
People, trust me, I've not covered everything. So it's not that you should ask whatever I spoke. Whatever you have in your mind, you can ask. It's completely okay. And I will share with you whatever I know.
Share some internship, man. Internship.
Internships, is it?
Yes.
Okay, is this Mukesh Rao? Okay. When I talk about internships, you mean something that you want to do during your college or after you finish your college?
While college, while
Okay.
semester.
Okay, that's absolutely fine. You can do it out of your own interest, but you have to decide the company for which you're going to go for internship. Now, most of the industries are willing to provide an internship program for people who are in their third year and final year of college. So for now, it will be too early for you being in the first year, but you can plan for the companies you want to do internship. If you're not able to decide which companies you want to do, I will help you, but that will be out of my own interest. So if I mention a particular company, that will not help you. You decide, like for example, you should decide your role basically. If you want to be a developer, I can suggest you different types of internships. And if you want to be something else, if you want to know basic knowledge, so basically there are lots of internship programs. So decide what you want to be. You will definitely have more idea in Quora. Like you can search it in Google, like internships programs are available specifically for third year and final year students, along with pay. So if they are paying for your internship, you must be skilled enough to attend that internship program, for which as I told you earlier, just develop the basic knowledge and try searching for internship programs in online. There are lots of things available. You can choose any one out of your own interest, but you will get an idea of how an internship program only when you attend one, because it's not that easy to crack. If you attend one, but I would say don't pay and go for any internship. Guys, don't do that. Uh, if you're paying and going to an internship program, you might think you will learn, but you can do that by yourself, not attending an internship program. An internship program is something that an engineer goes and they pay for you. That choose that kind of internships is what I would say. I hope I was able to help you in some way.
Yes, Indu, definitely.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Yes, students, any other questions?
Hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. I am Monish from Mechanical Department. I have a question for you.
Yeah, yes.
What are the issues that engineering facing today in professional field, ma'am?
uh, Problems faced by engineers in professional field. Now you're from mechanical department, so I can tell you problems which are faced by engineers in IT industry. Now that can be a vague topic. Now it's like answering. It's like writing an examination. No, you will say an examination is tough. When you will say an examination is tough, when you are not aware of the answers, right? If you know all the answers, then the examination is going to be easy for you.